I worked with a gentleman some years ago, and let's not name names. Small business, what does that mean? Sub 300 million, a couple of hundred members of staff. And they'd come through that 2008, 9 and 10 period where the world, all but fell apart. And during that period, they developed a bunch of behaviours that they got them through that tough period. But when you kind of got to 2013, 14, those behaviours were no longer acceptable. The world had changed, yes? They'd moved on. But they had, to some degree, enjoyed success through these very directive behaviours. And I worked with that leader and his exec team and some other perhaps senior people within the business to make changes, to evolve behaviours, to evolve the culture of the business, to actually change a bunch of the things they were doing and how they were doing them, to create a business that was more successful, more desirable, in effect more sellable, right? More acquirable. And I was very, very proud of that senior leader, because he could have sat back and said, no, listen, stuff you. I did really well. I held this business together during a very difficult time. But he didn't. He said, actually, I want to evolve this. I want this to be even better and an even more successful business for the people who work here, which means I'll have to change. And he really, really took on board feedback. He made some great changes. And now, he's really enjoying the successes. So I look back at that couple of years period as thinking, there is one man who absolutely was not scared to change, showed himself as true leader, and now is enjoying the benefits, as are several hundred people around him. And I think that's really, I think he was a great person. I won't name him, but he was a great example of leadership for me.